Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. It is the day after Christmas. Hope you all had a great holiday. Whether you celebrate or not, I hope you had a fantastic day. We are going to start off with only 8,968 sneaky snacking for last night, which is kind of low compared to what we're used to given this last week. Not getting as much strength out of the Eradicate as I thought we would, but I don't think it's a cause for concern yet. I was trying to hit Great 1 last night before I went to bed and it just wasn't happening. But speaking of things that are happening, we have the first night of Good Sleep Day is tonight. So make sure that if you want to swap out your Pokemon to get the Sleep XP bonus on your team and set up a team to really benefit from the double XP that we're going to get tonight, do that before you go to bed tonight or today if you want to have them run through the whole day and just set them as your main team. Now is the time to do that. We also get some bonus sleep points tomorrow for our sleep tonight, so make sure you actually get your sleep tracked properly. And we're going to start off with 100 sleep points today, so it's 17,618. We're in a pretty good place. And for now, we can click on this. I think it just recaps the Good Sleep Day event. We have recapped it quite a lot. We do have 2.5 times drowsy power on the night of the full moon, which is tomorrow night, and 1.5 times the other days, tonight and Thursday night. But that said, let's go ahead and before I forget, I'm getting better about remembering it, but I will still forget occasionally, I'm sure. Ooh, Pokebiscuit, that's a good one. Don't know that we'll have anything today that we could use it on, but it's good to have it in the back pocket. But speaking of things to use that Pokebiscuit on, let's go ahead and jump into this sleep report and see if we get anything interesting today. Session 150. And we're looking at 8 hours and 38 minutes slept. Got to bed a little late because it's Christmas, you know. Stayed up too late hanging out with folks. And then woke up a little late to make up for it, but we did get 8% dozing, 39% snoozing, and 53% slumbering. So that might be a slumbering sleep type. Sure enough. Which I don't recall. Another reason that I'm glad we went to Snowdrop was because Snover and Abomasnow are going to spawn here, and I don't recall what sleep type they spawn under off the top of my head. I'm going to have to look that one up. We did get 6.2 million drowsy power, 3 2-stars. We got a Swablu, which we desperately need a better one. Still do not have an Altaria for the Dragonberry, mainly because our Swablu is just not great. All 4 of the sleeps we got were old sleep styles, which is to be expected, but we did get 2 Cubones, a Spheal, and a Swablu. Definitely out of those, Swablu is the only one that is going to be a priority at this point. Spheal's hungry. Come on, Swablu. Swablu's not hungry, which is unfortunate. And we haven't worked on anybody else. So that's fine. All right, even though the Spheal is the one that's hungry, we are going to try to get this Swablu. Only a +3, no big hit. And let's see, we do have 3 biscuits, so maybe we can put that biscuit to use. As long as it's not full, we can take this home. There we go. So we're taking this one home, and that does leave us 1 Pokebiscuit that I would like to keep on hand just in case we run into a shiny at some point. No point in running out of biscuits. I mean, we could buy some more, but better to just have it on hand. This is actually a tough call. Swablu, not super rare, but I think it is rare enough that that's probably the most useful candy we could send out today. So that's what we're gonna do. So overall, not a really big sleep research today, which is to be expected, but we did bring home a Swablu, which we desperately need, and another 300 XP and 480 dream shards. Let's go ahead and switch on over and see how this Swablu is looking. Rash nature, I don't think that's too good for a berry specialist. There's Swablu. But maybe I'm wrong. Well, no, Rash is, no, that's ingredient finding up. So yeah. Let's see, double eggs and soybeans, which is not bad. Inventory up L is okay. Helping speed M is very good, actually. Ingredient finder S, not so great. Skill trigger S, not so great. And inventory up M, not great. Yep, Rash is actually just kind of neutral for a berry gatherer. So unfortunately, it looks like our quest for a good Swablu still continues. I mean, this one's okay. It might be the best one we've found so far. Let's run some quick math. Let's see, 81, 67, 73, 72, 58, and 58 divided by 6, not 60. 68%. That might actually be the best one we've found so far. I'll have to compare this one to the other one we have. Let's see, this is level 11. We're gonna go ahead and add it to the box just so I can compare that later. And with that, let's go ahead and move on and see what else we can get going on today. Kind of a slow Tuesday. Kind of weird having Christmas on a Monday. Kind of throws the whole week off a little bit. No new news, but we do still have the New Year's event coming up next week. And then let's see what you guys have been up to. 43 reports. That's pretty good. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 that doubled out of 46. So just around that 25% mark again. Seems like we're pretty consistently hitting 25%. So that's good to know. And now let's go ahead and collect from our helpers. That's one main skill trigger, 1444 strength just on that one. Well, that's one. Well, we're 1 for 2 so far. I want to click on Eradicate last. Let's go ahead and grab that candy. Yep, 1 for 3 so far. Not good. But I guess that makes sense. Eevee actually, that one's skill procced like 3 times yesterday. So I guess today's gonna be a slow day. We did get a Slowpoke tail, but still no trigger. 1 for 4, 1 for 5. And now this is the part that's really interesting. So Eradicate's main skill recharges its own energy. And I know each individual Pokemon has a different rate at which they proc their main skill. This Eradicate I've clicked on 4 or 5 times since last episode, and only once did it trigger its main skill. Now on the plus side, when it does trigger its main skill, because it has energy recovery, it's getting an extra 20% energy. So it says 21 for the main skill, but it's actually giving me 25 every time it procs. So that's good, but I was hoping it would trigger more often. And it unfortunately is not triggering as much as I would like, but that may be something that, you know, by the time we get to level 100, maybe it'll trigger a lot more often. And while we're here, I don't know if we have enough yet. Nope, not enough yet. Maybe one more night. If I get a decent amount of sleep tonight, maybe we'll do that tomorrow. But we'll just have to see how tonight's sleep goes. But all that said, let's go ahead and jump into, oh, we are almost a great one, finally. Let's get some breakfast going and see what we can make. I don't think we can make the Slowpoke curry today. Nah, not quite. Didn't mean to click on that, but it'll still tell me what I want. Only 5 tails so far. So that's unfortunate. Actually, it looks like the apple curry is going to be what we make today. Or maybe the chowder. Or, yeah, let's go ahead and make the mild honey curry. We have plenty of honey. We can throw in some of these extra ingredients that we don't need. Not as good as I was hoping this would go for our recipes this week, but at least we're consistently able to make something. That increased ingredient bag storage is actually helping quite a bit, but I think this is only going to be about 8, maybe 10,000 if we're lucky. Not even close, only 5,500. Okay, I might have to rethink our cooking strategy then. If that's all we're going to be getting on the meals that we're not making the slowpoke curry, that's not going to be good. So we might have to switch that up. If I do switch it up, it might be tomorrow. Kind of want to finish up the Eevee sleep time. I don't know. I'm gonna have to think on that one about how exactly I want to handle this going forward. But we did get to grade 1, so we are making, I don't think it's record-breaking progress, but we are making good progress so far. Just gonna have to kind of see how things go for the rest of the week and probably just be very adaptive this week. Seems like things aren't going as expected, but who knows? I don't know. I don't know what this week is going to look like. It's going to be a crazy week, I can tell you that much. But that's what I've got for today, so I appreciate you coming by and watching the video. Make sure to hit the like button if you liked it, subscribe if you want to see more, and until next time, later dudes.